If this is the last video that ever goes on the channel, my fate was sealed. Hi folks, I've finally done it. I've got round to cleaning and sealing our Victorian tiled hallway here. It was a long overdue project, so stick around and I'll show you exactly how I did it. Well folks, I'm home alone. We have orchestrated a 2-day slot where I can just get on with a load of snagging in the house and not have to worry about the children running around and getting paint everywhere. So while I've made a list of about 40 different things I need to get done, or attempt to get done, one of the first things that I definitely can't do with others in the house, albeit that I've realised that the dog's still here, is that I've got to get this floor tidied up. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to actually restore it as such because I would have to source a load of tiles, and I think there's other things in the house right now that need our attention more. But what I do want to do is give it a really thorough clean and then also give it a couple of coats of a sealer. Now, a few years ago I actually picked up a bunch of these tiles. So these are a fairly good colour match, but they're not quite the right size. But that was pretty good match. That was just a colour swatch really. This one here, I couldn't find any of this shape. I'm sure there's loads of places, you know, if we did want to find, but this was an option to then cut that down. Colour there was pretty good. Once we get these cleaned up today, we'll be able to see. And the blues, again, I don't think it's far off, but you can see if I was to sit that there, it's just not the right sizing. So we have to do a bit more hunting when we do come to sort that section out. There's not much in this house which is original still. You know, doors, some of the plaster work, but apart from that, most of it got gutted well before us, so holding on to this is really, really key. Right, next challenge is to find the cleaning and sealing products which I bought probably 5-6 years ago, and I've probably moved them from building to building, from shelf to shelf. That looks like one of them, and the other one's behind. These are off-the-shelf products, not commercial, probably not heritage style that professionals would use, but by all accounts they're a pretty decent way to go. We want to make sure that we're just removing cement and stuff off there. I imagine this is slightly acidic, contains nitroleic acid. Yeah, so basically an acid cleaner, but we're going to dilute it down so it's a gentle clean rather than some sort of brick acid. Snack en route. You can see over here there's a section which is not missing, it was never actually there. This used to be, well before our time, there was a built-in kind of cupboard there. There's also a section which used to be a hallway, and it used to go to the side door of the house, and it actually lines up, and on the old floor plans we can see that. And then unfortunately I think this is the point where it may have been hacked out, or at least that was part of the other room. It's hard to make out. Lastly, over here, this is always hidden because we've got a doormat that sits there, but I think, judging by the way that the pattern finishes, it probably did go all the way across, and at some point it's been broken out, and they've most likely had a a mat in there, like a mat well. When we moved here, there was carpet, so someone's taken that out, filled it up flush with the tiles either side and carpeted over. Right, I'm 2/3 way along the floor. It's looking much, much cleaner. It takes a bit of elbow grease to get it off, but we're just going to let this dry out a little bit. I'm going to get that section done, and then hopefully we can come back in and do some sealing. Right, the sealer we're putting on asks for a wax applicator or something like that to be used, or you can use the squeegee wrapped in a tea towel, so it says. Anyway, I've got a window cleaner bar. I've taken off the mop that's on there, and I've got some clean cotton. Now in this situation, I would normally get a stapler out, just staple it on, but I've got no staples, so we're going to invade the studio and give this a go. Oh, I think she was in the middle of something. If this is the last video that ever goes on the channel, my fate was sealed. Right, sealed. How do we get this to go up? Cut that off. This is all rather technical, this. On. Oh no, it doesn't like that, because that's hitting that. Why is that not working? Oh. Right, that should be alright. Bobbin issues going on here. Why have I got two threads coming out of the bobbin? Just pretend we didn't see it and carry on. Let's come out the needle. No, there's got to be a better way. Oh, come on. Oh, engage. There's no thread coming through, is there? Oh, the thread's just gone completely. Just pop that there. We'll put a princess dress on the chair. That way we can frame one of the kids. I think we're good to go now. Okay, I think we're ready to seal. I've given it a good few hours to dry out. I've been over with the vacuum window cleaner thing to suck up any moisture, but everything seems to be nice and dry. I know I should have my knee pads on, but they're horrendous with shorts. I'm going to use this. I think actually that window mop that slips on here is probably a better option. It's a bit more absorbent, but I don't really want to ruin that. So this is what I'm using. It's a satin finish. I'll leave a link below. It just goes on. You're not meant to shake the bottle, and we're going basically long strokes all the way down, and then in half an hour we'll go the other way 90 degrees to that. Right, pour it out on the floor and work it in straight tracks. Do not change direction. Oh, that's not quite what I was expecting. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes and now we're on to coat 2. You can see it's already lost its sheen, which means it's kind of dry enough to touch. It says dry enough to recoat within an hour, then you are kind of 3 hours before you can walk on it properly. But we're going to get on with the second coat. I'll give you a bit of a close-up of what it looks like and how you can see a little bit of the streakiness, and that's probably why we need to go 90 degrees to the first lot. Also reverted to using a cloth rather than that contraption we made because it just wasn't absorbent enough. I guess it needs to be a deep pile, kind of a bit like a roller. Probably you could use a roller, but just drag it would work well. Well, there we go, our hallway is transformed. The tiles have had their deep clean, all that grime and dirt that had built up over the years is now gone. We've got a nice sealer on there, and I've actually done a third coat. I used the mop, the actual mop head of the window squeegee, worked really well. So actually that was probably the best option. I didn't have to mess around making that thing up with the fabric. Of course, as a long-term solution, we need to look at breaking out that area of concrete and sorting out where the kind of damage has been done to the tiles. But for the time being, this is completely, transformed what was already there. Now, I haven't actually done any grouting as such. Most of these are really tightly kind of packed in and joined together anyway. Whether there are some kind of gaps just where things have moved over time, it wouldn't hurt, I don't think, to get a dark grey grout and just kind of sort that out, and that just again will help keep the whole thing nice and clean and dirt free. And then the very last thing I did once I'd done the 3 coats of the sealer and I was happy with everything else, I just ran a bead of sealant and tooled that off along the skirting board here. Again, it's just a way of making sure that when we mop the floor or anything like that, that it's just nothing's getting trapped in the corners. It's kind of where stuff builds up with dogs and buggies and stuff like that. So there's not much more I could have done in that short period of time. It's certainly transformed what's here. I think the key really is to make sure it's completely dry before we put the sealer on. So getting a good airflow through, using that Karcher sort of window vacuum worked surprisingly well just to draw it all off the surface and let it dry for a few hours. So ideally, probably the next day, if not morning and afternoon. And we're done. A couple more videos coming out this week, I hope. We've got another one coming out on Thursday, followed by the second part of our full house tour, which will of course feature this hall, stairs, landing, the whole ground floor, the cellar, the studio, the garage conversion, and all that good stuff. So a whole load of stuff coming. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so down below. And if you haven't joined us on Patreon, we've got extra videos going over there, just little bits behind the scenes, and it's another way you can support the channel. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.